Hello everyone, today I decided to bring you a different type of video. Now recently I've been catching up on this segment called Comic Book Shopping on Collider, and I saw an episode where Jake Gyllenhaal was there and he was talking about Mysterio. Anyway, the host recommended this series called Scarlet. The main character does look like Scarlett Johansson, she could play her. But I wanted to check out this story. It was written by Brian Michael Bendis and the art was by Alex Maleev. And yeah, I finally checked out book one of Scarlet. This actually came out in 2010 and it was kind of an irregular schedule. It was finished around 2016 under the Icon print of Marvel Comics. Of course, this Jinxworld was later revisited recently under the DC Comics label. But this story is a very intriguing story. This is for mature audiences, and I love this. I want to make a movie out of this or a movie similar to this. Supposedly, there's a Cinemax series in the works. I cannot wait to see it. I'm a big fan of Brian Michael Bendis. I think he makes some amazing stories. And this focuses around the character of Scarlet Rue. And we get to see her as a normal woman. She's with her boyfriend, Gabriel. And they're the victims of police brutality, or should I say corrupt police brutality. So it's in the setting of Portland, Oregon, and the police are corrupt in the city. They target her and her boyfriend, and basically it opens up with a murder, and she's left for dead. I mean, she gets shot, and it's just brutal. We are with Scarlet. She's on a quest for revenge, and basically wants to incite revolution against this corrupt system. And I won't go more into detail. You just have to read it. But I love book one of this. I've got it, and it's the first couple of issues. There's book two that are issues 6 through 10. So this is basically a compilation of issues 1 through 5. And I must say, I absolutely love this graphic novel. Like, this series is awesome. We have other characters like her friend Brandon. And we also get to see other police officers, either like part of the corruption or just kind of almost siding with Scarlet, you know. There's other police officers that feel conflicted. They're like, you know what? She does have a point. There is corruption. And it's just like, why is there a woman out there like that? It's because she basically was done wrong. And some guy just basically killed her boyfriend and almost left her for dead. So there's some sympathy there from other characters, and that's very interesting. I really love the vibe of this. It's very gritty. It's almost like Frank Castle and a little bit of like maybe Max Payne, if you were familiar with the video game Max Payne with the comic panels. I love how realistic and grounded this is. This, for a comic book series, is very cinematic as far as the panels. You know, you have your smaller panels, but there's larger panels that are just really worth 1,000 words. You know, a great picture is worth 1,000 words. And I just love this. Seeing her come out of her predicament, you know, being left for dead, and then having this quest of vengeance started. And going after other police officers, asking questions. Seeing her basically seek justice. And then she asks herself, do I want to stop with my own personal vengeance, or do I want to make a bigger difference? And that's where the more interesting elements of Scarlet come from in this story, part one of the story. I get a little bit of V for Vendetta vibes too, but for any fans of action films, stuff like V for Vendetta, Punisher, just grounded storytelling, you're into strong female characters, Scarlet is the series for you. I cannot wait to read issues 6 through 10. I'm going to order book 2. I found this in my local comic book shop at Bankston's, but I love this this story. I can't believe it took me this long to read it. Luckily, I was watching Comic Book Shopping on Collider. I highly recommend checking that out. I'll put a link in the description. But if I had to give Scarlet a score, I'd give it a 4 out of 5 and an A. I really love this. This is the first half of the story. I can't wait to see the second half of the story. And there's a more recent follow-up to this original run. But Brian Michael Bendis is a fantastic, superb writer, and he really brings his storytelling here. Another thing is that Scarlet sometimes breaks the fourth wall. So kind of like Deadpool, but more in the way of like Frank Underwood in House of Cards, or somebody like in a theater play, how they just talk to the audience. We really get that kind of film noir element there. not only with narration, but then her kind of facing towards the audience basically, and just like letting us know like, hey, this is a rough predicament, or this is happening, or this is what I plan to do. So it's very interesting in that regard. I absolutely love it. And yeah, man, this is awesome. Entertainment Weekly has a quote saying Bendis is the funny pages descendant of Sam Fuller, Martin Scorsese, and Quentin Tarantino. And Pop Matters has a quote saying a political revenge thriller of the modern era. I love it. Scarlet is wonderful. And yeah, the artwork is just spectacular. I'll go more into detail. You can see the artwork here. It's just fantastic. How descriptive it is, realistic, and just everything. I just absolutely love this. So yeah, if you're in the mood to read something new, haven't read before, check out Scarlet. I just read it and it's fantastic. And I just wanted to make this little quick video letting everybody know about this story. I can't believe I slept on it this long, but I'm sure glad I discovered it. And I really want to make this into a film, or make a film like this. I love Scarlet. Anyway, that does it for my quick little review of Scarlet. Check it out. Get it at your local comic book shop. And yeah, check out these other videos on my channel and subscribe for more videos. Till next time, everyone.